Hari Om. Welcome once again to the Vedānta Jñana Yajña, the 49th week. Shall we begin with an invocation to Puja Gurudev? Kindly join me. Om. Samast Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om to one and all. Today's 4 advices are very unique. They are unique because they deal with the most basic requirement of human life, and that is food. Food is the basic need for all the creation, including humans. But it is only human beings who spend a substantial amount of our lifetime either in thinking, searching, or making food and then eating the food. The next advices are very, very practical in their nature. Those who devote their lives for spiritual seeking, they must be very particular about this. These next few advices are most important from that standpoint. The first advice: treat hunger as you would treat a disease. The word disease somehow we always understand as fever, headache, or pain, or body ache, or a heart disease, or a lung disease, or something else. But anything which causes discomfort, and when one is off his own ease, is not in ease, is called disease. When a person is hungry, it is very difficult to endure that pang of hunger. It is painful. He is not at ease. Therefore, it is a disease. One must take medicine for such disease. Normally, in the world, if someone is unwell and he has been treated by a doctor with some medication, and slowly as he is getting better, slowly he starts feeling hungry, and when the person starts feeling hungry, people say, oh, now you are coming back to good health. So hunger is in a way related to good health. Yes, but here Sri Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya is calling hunger as disease. Why? Because it keeps occurring to us day after day, every few hours, in some people 2 to 4 hours, in many in 6 to 8 hours. Once this pang comes, and then one becomes very discomfort, and only it is satiated by eating something. Therefore, here Adi Shankaracharya is trying to tell us that treat hunger as a disease and food as medicine. Why? The next advice says. He says, eat food only as though one takes medicines for disease. A person has got some disease. How much medicine will he take? The medicines have to be according to the doctor's advice and prescribed dosages, so that the cause of the disease is removed and once again health is restored. In the same way, when hunger is there, Adi Shankaracharya Bhagavan is saying, eat only that much of food so that the hunger is satiated. But in the world, what do we do? What do we see is that people have dreams of eating food and they think new ways of eating more and more. But for a spiritual aspirant, it is not just filling this belly. It is a yajna karma. Yajna karma means a sacred sacrificial act. They have even divinized the act of eating food because the Lord of all Lords is in your stomach as the digestive fire, and he is called in the stomach as Vaishvanara. So when we take food, offer that food to that fire Lord in your body, then the eating of the food also becomes a yajna, a sacrificial act. All should eat only that much so that the body and the soul is kept together. Means one should stay alive and be active. The idea is let the mind not think of food all the time. Sometimes it is said, instead of food for thought, all thoughts are of food. Let us not be that. The next advice is once again related. Bhagavan says, do not crave for only delicious food or obsess over food or for that matter anything. The issue with food is it's very delicious. But think well. When someone is really unwell, when someone is recovering from illness, weakness, extreme fatigue, exhaustion, etc., does one need delicious food? No. At that time, we need food with protein, fiber, vitamin, energy, and lots of water, meaning nourishing food which rebuilds good health. If this is so, then two questions pop in my mind immediately. The one, when nourishing food rebuilds good health, and it is so good for us, why not continue the same food all the time? Which is obviously very conducive for our good health. That is the first question. Second question that comes to me immediately is, so when we are well and healthy, why do we want to have food that ruins our health? The answer is taste buds. The tongue, the fleshy organ in the mouth, which dictates like a tyrant on us, and we, like slaves, follow its every single whims and fancies and wants. Sometimes it wants sweet, sometimes sour, sometimes salty, sometimes cold, sometimes hot. Only God knows what not. Bhagwan Shri Adi Shankara says, don't demand taste in food, but take food as God's gift and as an ordinance by nature. If we have this attitude towards all food, nay, towards everything that comes to us in life, the entire human race will prosper and no one will ever go hungry. In the last three advices, Bhagwan has through food indicated one thing, that is change of attitude towards the thing that we look. That means have titiksha or have control over mind. In fact, the last advice for the day is directly saying that. Bhagavan says, be content with what comes your way. Pujya Gurudev once said, what we get in life is a gift from God to us. What we do with what we get is our gift to God. How beautiful. The pairs of opposite forces will always be there. Where there is cold, we will want heat. Where there is poverty, we want richness. Where there is hunger, we will always want food. But this is not what Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya is pointing at. He is talking about titiksha, endurance, forbearance, patience, self-control in life. Gurudev used to say, when it is hot, India is a very hot country. When it is hot, admit it is hot and stop there. Don't go on saying, oh, it is so hot. It is 35 degrees. I think it is going to be the hottest summer this year. No, today is the hottest day of the year, and so on and so forth. If you keep on doing this, if you keep on telling your mind it is hot, it is hot, it is hot, you will certainly feel hot. Meaning, don't go on and on about it. It is hot, and put a full stop to that statement itself. Let the mind not run a riot. Have self-control, period. Life is made up of pairs of opposite, and that we have to forbear with a shift in the attitude. This is what Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya is advising us today. These were 4 very practical solutions for the entire problems of the whole world. But they really addressed our own personal, very, very close problem of overindulgence in food. But one would wonder, why suddenly from all spiritual talks, Bhagwan is speaking of this practical problem? Because our minds are so badly and utterly enslaved by food that it becomes one single most difficult hurdle in the path of self-realization. Let us thank Bhagwan. Let us thank Gurudev. Let us thank all the rishis who have left this brilliant knowledge, a direct indication, a step after step after step indication, so that we reach the goal which they are at. Kindly join me for the end prayers. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Bye-bye. I shall be waiting for you in the next session.